Good morning and welcome to Lake Hartwell. This is episode 4, I think, of the quest, and it is the last Bassmaster Open for this year. Happy to be here, happy to be fishing. It's been a long period in between our last Open and this one. It's now October, so it's been like 4 or 5 months, so I am ready to get after it. It's day 1 of official practice, so we already have a couple days on the lake, but official practice starts now, and it's time to start to break down this lake with purpose. I think I've been out here for 2 last days, and it's just been trying to get a feel of the lake, figure out how to get some bites, and I've done that. But now it's time to break down the lake and be very specific in being able to cover chapters of the lake. Lake Hartwell is huge, so I don't think you can just kind of run around and practice. Like, for me, I need some kind of direction in how I go about practicing. So I'm going to break down the lake into 2 main sections, and I have already written off some water, so that makes it easier. But yeah, we're going to go get after it. Ben's already out on the water. We have this house here right on the side of the lake, and right across the bay there is a launch ramp that we'll be launching at for the tournament, and then we'll just cruise right across the lake to Green Pond where the tournament takes out of. So this is a really nice place here on Lake Hartwell, nice house. So let's get after it. Thanks again for watching. I honestly, like, all the likes and feedback on the videos this year has been kind of mind-blowing. Like, so many people have commented. I've run into people just launching my boat that said they liked the video. So thank you so much for watching. It truly does mean a lot to me. It's a lot of work to put these together, and I'm trying my very best. It is very difficult to focus on fishing, do enough filming so that you have some content to watch, other than just setting up a camera and letting it run all day, which really isn't very exciting. So thank you for watching. Let's get after it. Day 1 of practice starts now.
I feel so good today. Been lucky. What a lovely day. Woke up on a vibe, y'all. Got a brand new thing. Yeah, it's all going my way. My shoes got sold. Got a strut in my walk now. Got a pocket full of sun. Won't say it won't go down. I'm a winner, I can feel it in the city. Yeah, happy when I breathe it in. Roll the dice for the 7, hit 11, hit a 7, hit 11 again. I'm all good.
You really need to stop catching these good ones
It's my lucky day.
during practice. Mag draft on dock. It's like deja vu.
Yesterday I got burned. Today I'm so tan. I was late to work. On a day my boss slept in. Got an overdraft. Till this morning I got paid. The devil can't stop me. Woke up feeling sad. I'm a ruler on the table in the game. It's the all-time unbeatable head. Heavyweight in the ring. It's the creed. It's the all-time unbeatable man. Hey, I'm all good. Got a fall-leaf clover. Y'all cannot go wood. It's my lucky day.
Golly. They hit so hard. It's absolutely crazy. There's a keeper. little keeper. That thing hits more, that thing hits way harder than like an 8-pound largemouth on this gear.
I don't think it's going to be hard to catch fish in this tournament. It's not hard to catch fish. It's just hard to find something 3+. The 3+ pounders are not quite as available. Feels like a better one. So I've gotten 3 bites, or 4 bites now on the glide, and they seem to be coming off of docks that are on or near points with deep water on the ends of them. This one doesn't really have any deep water, but I'm just kind of trying everything, but I think there has to be deep water on it. Caught another one. That's a solid spot. We're gonna call this my PB spot. Sit on the bench here. 334 on a spinnerbait. They broke my spinnerbait and friggin' hammered it. Gosh, that's a fat fish. Well, glide bait works. I just found a pocket. This one came off a glide bait. I had 2 hit it on the dock before, or follow it out, and I didn't know if a glide bait would work. Apparently someone said that they don't, but they do. The old Doom Rider strikes again. What are you doing down here?
I think I'm trying to figure out something that'll catch a bass. But I've not figured that out yet. What are you doing? Are you finished with tackle?
No.
I mean, how long does it take to rig up like 2 swim bait rods and a drop shot?
What's your? Oh, is that your swim bait bag?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh! I gotta see this.
It's one of them. I left most of my glides at home.
You got a few.
I mean, I'm no Brian Morris thing, but I do okay.
There's the house.
You can almost see green pond from there.
Pretty awesome. That's where we'll launch in the morning. Us as in everyone that doesn't have their boat on the dock already. Right there. And then Green Pond is right across there. So we just cruise across the lake and we don't have to deal with the craziness at the boat ramp tomorrow morning.
I'm boat 156 or 155 or something. I'm in the 100s. And I'm going to walk out of the back door, walk 50 yards to the boat, run 3 minutes to get over there. So I may literally not get in the boat until 7 o'clock.
Yeah, you get to sleep in.
I'm going to. What boat number are you?
115, I think, or 111, something like that.
I mean, you're going to get up at like 3:30 or
Yeah, probably.
something.
You know how I do.
I know how you do.
So we're here at the house at Hartwell and hanging out with all the guys, getting prepped for the tournament. And Cole's here. He's trying to qualify. I'll let him talk, but he's sitting in a really good place right now with a chance to qualify for the Elite Series. But how's your practice been, man?
Practice has been pretty good as a whole. There's definitely a lot of dead water, and there's moments when they bite. There's definitely bite windows. But as a whole, I'm super excited about it. I'm sitting really good in the points. I'm in 6th place overall, but I'm only like 20 points out of 2nd. So I'm right there, and just need to have a good event. Just need to fish clean. My goal is at least 12 pounds a day. I think I can probably do 13 or better if I get a couple of the better bites. But can't wait to get started. I'm going to keep it really simple, have probably like 4 rods on deck, and hit a bunch of places. And as far as weight predictions go, I think probably 12 pounds a day will get paid. It might take a little bit more, a little less, but I think it'll be somewhere around there. And then 15 pounds a day, I think we'll have a shot at winning. Could take a little more than that, but my goal is just to catch everything that bites and hopefully at least get my goal of 12 pounds. And then if I can get more than that, maybe think about winning then. But right now it's about points, and that's all I care about. So y'all stay tuned. Hopefully I'll catch a few fish.
Awesome.
We got the man, Mr. Hugh.
I'm really focused. It takes all of my focus to tie FG knot.
Hugh Casquella. Hugh, how are we going to catch him today?
Well, I'm going to catch them tomorrow and Friday because I'm tying FG knots. If you can't tie FG knot, you're not going to catch any fish. Fishing on Cole Sands. Everybody's going to think I'm just following Cole Sands around. But we're going to try to catch some spotted bass. I got pretty much the same predictions Cole has. I think 12 and a quarter to 12.5 pounds a day will get a check. I think maybe 15 pounds 2 ounces a day is going to get the top 10. No clue on winning weight. I feel like what I'm nervous about is the largemouth guys, because those guys have found like these really small wolf packs. Don't really know. Those are bigger fish. I feel like a little more inconsistent. There's a lot more spotted bass, so that's what I'm sticking with.
There we go. We got everybody's favorite fishing coach, Hunter Sales.
That's me.
That's you.
I don't know who I drew, but Cole ain't your leader after tomorrow, I can promise you that. They always catch them good behind me.
So everybody is rigging up spinning rods. Like everybody's rigging spinning rods. Don't tell nobody.
Morning dawn.
We got some secrets.
We are all set. Typically I'd like to do this before it gets dark, but rigging took like 4 hours. I had a lot to rig. I just kind of rolled with it this week and dealt with whatever I had going on, and it was more about just finding areas honestly, practice has not been so bad. It's actually pretty, I don't want to say easy, but it's predictable to get bites here on Hartwell right now. A little bit different than what I thought we'd be dealing with. I don't feel like the topwater bite has been very good. Everyone I've talked to too has had difficulty getting a topwater bite, and that's kind of what I came into this tournament expecting. But I found a ton of brush and cane, and there's fish on most of it. The problem is finding those pieces of brush or cane that are holding the better fish. A 2.5 to 3 pound average would be ideal. Those are the kind of the fish that you're looking to find, and I just haven't found too much of that. So what I'm doing tonight, I'm all rigged, I'm ready, so now I'm just going to sit down at my graphs and go through my week. I tried to be specific about marking brush and cane on my graphs, and honestly, there's a lot to look at here. There's probably, when you zoom out of the lake, it's just completely covered in waypoints. So I'm going to kind of go back now for the next 30 or 45 minutes and just rehash my practice as far as that cane bite goes, and think back to where I got the better bites and the areas that held better fish. I'll focus on those in the morning, and then we're going to run shallow looking for a big bite in the afternoon. That's kind of the game plan. So it's been fun. Like at home, we go out on our lakes and we just struggle to get a bite. This is not that. There are so many fish in Lake Hartwell, it's ridiculous. Every single point you go to, there's fish on it. Every single piece of brush, there's at least small fish. Like there's gotta be millions of small fish in this lake. What we're trying to figure out is how to find the bigger ones. I'm gonna try to make sense of this mess and hopefully get to bed pretty soon. We'll be back tomorrow morning with the third stop of the Bassmaster Opens here on Lake Hartwell. Morning. We are on Lake Hartwell for day one of the Open. Excited to get out there and kind of execute on everything that I found this week. It was an encouraging last couple days where I definitely found some largemouth, and if we can get a couple of those to bite, that'll make a big difference. Plan for this morning is to run down lake, try to catch a limit of spots, and then go head hunting. We'll try our very best to film all day and hopefully get it all on film.
121.
117.
Yes, sir.
Time to do it.
455.
455.
Thank you.
One. Okay, good. Whoa, baby. Gosh, dude. Crazy. Little 1 pound fish is just nuts. Should keep, huh?
Guy goes, I'm gonna call the crocodile. He goes, Julio, Julio, and then he starts beating the stick on the dock. He comes and took out that vibration. Yes.
Stop flying in here. Freaking choked it too. Saw that one hit it.
That's possible. That's what I was good one,
Sure wish I had more of these baits.
I'll never surrender. I'll never surrender. I'll never surrender. Not going down. I'm gonna stand my ground till the final hour, till the fight is over. Gonna soldier on, 'cause I'm an army of one. Gonna feel my power.
Hey guys, it's day 2. Yesterday didn't go exactly as planned. I found some fish and I just don't know if they didn't bite or if they had moved on. But I had 8-12 yesterday and we're gonna improve on that today, hopefully. Probably gonna do a little bit of what I did yesterday and then go run some new water and go have some fun. I love fishing this way. I love that like offshore game. The fish I found in practice were a little bit more of a shallow type bite. So I'm gonna try to exploit that this morning and then go around and have fun this afternoon and hopefully come in with a better limit than we did yesterday. It's been a great experience being here at Hartwell, and I learn so much every time that we come out and do one of these opens, and I feel myself growing as an angler, and that's all you can ask for. That's part of the quest, and I'm pretty proud of this season so far and just the growth that I've had and that I've seen Ben have in traveling with him. So onward to today, and then I guess prep for next year. So thank you guys for watching, and I appreciate anyone that subscribed or liked or commented on the videos. It really means a lot to me, so thank you.
I'll never surrender. surrender. I'll never surrender. Not going down. Gonna stand my ground till the final hour, till the fight is over. Gonna soldier on, summon an army of one. Gonna feel my power till the fight is over, till the fight is over, till the fight is over. I'll never surrender.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Number one.
I better make sure. You look shorter every second. Oh yeah.
I'll never surrender.
I think this little tiny one I'm gonna keep too.
I'll never surrender. There's a strength in me. Got no defeat. I'm a survivor. This fight ain't over. 'Cause I'm rising up. Never giving up. Never say never. This fight ain't over. This fight ain't over. This fight ain't over.
1.5 pounders,
I'll never surrender.
maybe, maybe not. It's smaller every time.
They look better in the water.
I'll never surrender. I'll never surrender. I'll never surrender. I'll never surrender. I'm not going down without a fight. I'll never surrender. 'Cause I was born to stay alive. I'll never struggle. Get myself on the rubber. It's never over until it's over. I'm not going under. I'll never surrender.
Here's a couple.
I'll never surrender.
Small man. No? No, he just looked awfully brown.
That does it, guys. That's the end of this year. This is the end of Lake Hartwell, and it's been a great year. I did it. I got that 120 something place finish I was looking for. No, really. Not the finish I was looking for Hartwell. It was a fun tournament. I enjoyed going and actually catching a bunch of fish. I really did make some bad decisions in the tournament. To break it down from day 1 to day 2, day 1, I really had a practice where I could go up shallow and get some big bites on a swim bait. I had some big bites on the Doom Rider Glide. I had some on the Mag Draft. Was catching some on an axe blade, a tail spinner. In practice, those were baits that I was getting lots of bites on, and then I could always back it up with a drop shot. Decided to go up shallow and look for the bites that I was getting in practice. It was only 1 or 2 a day, but I was getting bigger bites under docks, and that did not play out in the tournament. The conditions changed a bit. I don't know if that really played that much of a factor. I just think that those shallow largemouth were in wolf packs. They were moving around, and I must have just ran into them in practice, and I don't know if I would have maybe slowed down in those same areas and fished a jig or something under some docks. I may have been able to catch a couple more, but I think to play that shallow game, and I saw it on the final day of Bass Live, the people doing well up shallow were covering water with baits like buzz baits and topwater baits, and they were covering a lot of water from what it looked like, and that's where I think I made the mistake. I did not cover enough water. I got kind of hung up with the area that I had caught them in, and I knew there was some fish around, and I got hung up fishing that area too much and not covering enough new water. For me, it was hard to cover new water doing that shallow game, because I mean, there's thousands, I don't know, hundreds or thousands of miles of shoreline. And where do you start? I fished the areas that I found fish in, and they just weren't there. So to just cover water aimlessly up shallow was not something that I knew even where to start. It gets overwhelming. Now on the flip side of that, going out deep and fishing that deep water, I feel like you could cover new water fishing points and that brush, because every point you pull up to had cane or brush on it. Like, that is just all over Hartwell. So fishing new water in that regard was easy, and that's, I think, where I made the biggest mistake. I could have done that more, spent more time doing that, and could have run into more fish or caught more fish and slowly upgraded. I just didn't have a good practice on that deep game where I ended up catching anything above, I think in 5 days of practice, I caught 1 fish offshore that was above 3 pounds. So I just didn't have the confidence that I could go out and compete offshore, because I didn't break that like 10, 11 pound mark any day offshore, where I had a couple days up shallow where I was hitting like 13 pounds. So I decided to go that route. If I had to do it again, I would probably do it opposite, but I'm the type of angler that I don't want to be doing what everyone else is doing. I feel like I try to maybe sometimes force it where I want to get away from what everyone else is doing and find my own fish and find my own bite. And this week it bit me, I think. I think I could have ran around, and I proved that day 2. I upgraded from my weights on day 1, and I just started point hopping and doing kind of what a lot of people were doing, and ended up catching a better limit. It still wasn't good, but I think if I would have done that all day, I probably would have had a better tournament. But that's all behind us. You live and learn, and I'm still proud of the year that I had. Not so much the finishes, but the growth that I saw in myself. It's a big jump going from fishing local level tournaments, BFLs, which I do fine in, but making the jump from those to the Opens is a big jump. And it's sort of cliche and everyone says it, but those guys will catch them. They do catch them, and they're good anglers. And going into this year, I just wanted to prove to myself that I could hang, and even though my finishes don't show it, I did prove that to myself. a couple missed fish or, you know, bad things happen, and that changes the tournament. Like you can't mess up an inch in these tournaments. There's no room for it. You lose one fish, it can move you down 20, 30, 40 spots in the standings, and that's pretty much what happened. So before I wrap this video up, I want to say thank you to the companies who have supported me this year. Baitworks and Boatworks in Missouri, huge thank you to them. Such an amazing partnership so far. I love what they're doing. If you guys want to check them out, check them out at baitworks.com if you haven't before. Great selection of baits, and they're always growing and adding new inventory. Boatworks always have an inventory of Caymases and some other boat brands, and yeah, they're killing it. So if you can, support them. Big thank you to Matt at 86 Baits. I don't know if I've ever really talked about it, but Matt and I go back, gosh, it's got to be 16, 17 years now of our friendship. One of my best friends in the world, and I am super proud of what he's done with 86. Seeing it from the very start. I have one of his very first baits somewhere here, and what he's turned that into is I'm proud to call him a friend and be able to support him in the capacity that I have, and will continue to forever. Doesn't matter. As long as he's making baits and stuff, I'll have his name on the side of my boat. So thank you to Matt. Whenever I have questions or issues, he's kind of like my go-to guy to call and bounce ideas off, and I respect his opinion on a lot of this stuff, fishing-wise and life-wise. So thank you to Mercury, Woo Tungsten, True Bass Swim Baits, TH Marine. Gosh, I don't want to forget anyone. Yeah, thank you. Thank you guys for watching. I'm going to wrap it up now, and I will see you very soon with some winter videos before we get going next year. And maybe in one of the future videos, I will give you guys an update on what the plan is for next year. But planning is starting now, and I'm excited for it. This quest is not over, it's just starting, and I will be bringing it all to YouTube and try my very best to grow this. Please, if you can, share the videos. I love hearing from you guys, likes and comments. It really does mean a lot to me, as I've probably said numerous times already in this video, but it's true. It really does mean a lot to me. I appreciate it, and I'll see you on the next one. Thank you. I forgot one thing. I wanted to say congratulations to Cole Sands. I met him, we stayed at Hartwell in the same house, and I got the chance to meet him, and he was sitting really good in the points, and he ended up qualifying for the Elite Series at Rayburn, the next tournament, and I want to say congrats to him. That's a big deal, and well deserved. You killed it this year, so congrats to you. Now I'm out.